Good morning. I didn't think my internet was going to connect there for a second. It's being wonky. I didn't oversleep. I've been awake since 6:30 this morning, but my girl, she slept in. So typically we would wake up around 8 and get out of the house by no later than 9 to go to church. But I didn't want to wake her up because she was like snoring and in a deep sleep, so I let her sleep. And in doing so, we have missed first service. So I think I'm just going to watch from online today. And what I want to share about that is, church is not a place, it's a relationship. And so you don't have to actually go to a physical building to get your church in. So I'm probably going to watch online service and do a little devotional and stuff a little bit later. Riley and I are going to go grab breakfast. I need to do some grocery shopping. But I just wanted to share that little thing with you, that if sometimes you're just like rushing around like crazy because you feel like you have to get to the building, I get wanting like a home space and the community and doing all of that, but don't like stress yourself out. That takes the joy out of going. So anyway, that's my morning. I'm allowing myself to just watch online today, and it is what it is. Putting a little makeup on. My base is the Iconic London primer mixed with the Glow Drops. These are the Key Largo Glow from Tarte. I love them. I'm almost all out. And then this is the Celeste palette. I always use the light pink to cover up some of my darkness. And then I go in with that concealer on top. Thank you. This robe was actually a birthday present from my bestie. I'm not really sure where she got it, but if I can find a link, I got you. So I'm just going to do a little light makeup. I'm doing a full face, but I'm not going like crazy. This bronzing stick is the best bronzer stick I think I've ever had. Super pigmented, really great, and I love it, and it's very creamy. They actually made foundations, and I really want to try it, because if I love their bronzing stick, contour stick this much, I know that I'm going to love the other. And this is more of like a bronzer, I guess, because a contour is usually a cool tone. I tried to pick something that would be both, like somewhere in the middle between warm and cool, so I didn't have to double up with a bronzer and a contour in cream fashion. So anyway, just blending this out. How's everyone feeling today? I kind of wanted to chat because I'm thinking about like so many different things right now. And so I want to share with you guys a little bit. For those of you that are new here, hi, welcome. I haven't taken a focus yet today, so welcome to the Squirrel Club. You're going to have to follow along. If you've been here, thanks for being here. One, I want to say I am so grateful for my community here, for the people that have come, stayed, whether it's you found me from something funny or something motivational or inspiring or just my fashion or love of life, like whatever your reason for being here, I want you to know I'm really super grateful for you being here. Like, again, what I do is not possible without the people that support it. So you mean the world to me, and I'm not just saying that. Like, I truly mean that, and I'm so grateful. What I want to share with you guys this morning is, so I'm 40 years old. I graduated in the year 2002, and for the longest time, I always counted myself out. I counted myself out when it came to success, to doing something with my life, because I wasn't your typical student, okay? We all know I'm a squirrel, so the system's not set up for squirrels, it's just the truth. And I never really excelled when I was in school. I didn't do terribly. When I applied myself, I actually did really, really well. But for the most part, I was very easily distracted, and I love to talk and chat, and I love to connect with people. And I had a really hard time just like sitting there in a desk and learning. It just wasn't my vibes. And even as I got older as an adult, I found it really hard to like sit at a 9 to 5 at a desk and do a job, because I just had so much creativity swirling around in my brain. I was like, there's just like something more. But I still, again, always counted myself out because I didn't have a college degree, or I wasn't the smartest person. I always say like, math is my weakness. It's not my strong suit. And, that's okay. So I have calculators. Whatever. That's why there's people who are mathematicians and I'm not that, right? But what I am and what I'm capable of doing is connecting with people, empowering, inspiring, and leading others to their greatness. And that truly was something that took me years to figure out and really step into. And I share this because I know so many people that count themselves out. And so going back to my original story, like I wasn't the best student. However, when I did do my one semester at college, I got a 4.0. I applied myself and I got a 4.0. And that was all I needed to know, that if I wanted to, I could. And this is where my story comes together. If I wanted to be successful, all I had to do was put the effort in. All I had to do was make a decision, apply my effort, and watch the fruits of my labor unfold. And that is seriously the same thing and same everything when you think about your life. When you think about what you're doing, your job, your career, whatever it is, whether you have a degree or not, don't count yourself out. It's not about being the on paper smartest person in the room. It's not who has the most degrees in most situations. And it's not who looks to be the most capable, because to most, they saw me as a girl who didn't really excel in school, was very talkative, easily distracted, and didn't have those great grades or that college degree. Well, I can tell you right now that none of that mattered, because all I had to do was make a decision, apply myself, and here I am. I've built a very successful business online. I help other people build their businesses online. And the areas that I'm not great at, those are the areas where I lean into those who are great at it for the support. And I learn. I allow myself to learn. I give myself grace and I say, okay, you don't have to be the smartest person in the room. I knew that light was going to go out. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. You just have to be the one who's going to apply yourself the most. And I share this with all of you because so many people that I work with on a daily basis count themselves out. They're constantly saying, I can't because of this, or I won't because of that. And you've told yourself this terrible story in your mind for so many years that you've actually believed it. You actually are starting to believe that you can't do the things that you want to do because you might not be capable, but you are capable. And all you have to do is make the decision that that's what you want and go for it. And so I'm sharing that because I think it's really important to greenlight yourself. In this season of life, if there's anything I can teach any of you, it's that A, life is too short. It goes by in a flash. And all you have to do is make a decision for whatever it is that you want and go for it relentlessly. And that means maybe tireless nights, or maybe really exhausting yourself in your mental capacity. Maybe it means waking up earlier. Maybe it means taking a little class to teach you something that you've never learned before. But instead of allowing yourself to live in a season of doubt or inability and think that you can't have the things you want or the dreams you want, go after them. Why can't you? Anyone in this world that you look up to, anyone that has the life that maybe you want, right? You admire. They made a decision one day and they went after it, because that's all it really takes. It's a decision that you make. You decide and you commit. Those two things. You have to decide and commit to the life that you want, and you can have it. It will not happen overnight. No dream comes true overnight. I mean, this isn't a Disney movie, right? You have to work for it. But doesn't that make it so much rewarding when you work for what you want and you're able to achieve it and say, look what I did, look what I built? And that is the beauty. So I want you all to know that today, whatever it is that's been swirling around in your heart and your mind, all the things that you want, you're capable of doing if you allow yourself the room to step into it, to grow into it, and to do it. Stop saying I can't, start saying I will, and your whole life will change. And that's really what it comes down to, is if you want to have a life that you're not currently living, you got to work for it. And it's not easy, but it is worth it. And it's crazy because yesterday I posted a bunch of pictures from the month of March that I wanted to share that hadn't made it to like stories. And one of them was this beautiful home down on the water on Anna Maria Island. And my car was parked in front of it. And it's crazy because when I saw this car, the house, I was driving up and I'm like, oh, goals, like vision board goals. That house is everything. And I'm like, okay. I immediately looked up the house. How much does it cost to have a house like that? And then I looked at the investment behind it. Well, if we owned a home like that, how would that look if we Airbnb'd it? How much money could that bring in, right? And I'm like, I'm going to make that a goal. I'm going to buy a house like that. I'm going to own a house like that so that my family and friends can come and vacation in this beautiful space. I could rent it out if I want to have extra money. It's an asset. It's a goal. And so anyway, I posted it and a girl commented on it and she was like, you guys level up, or I think something along the lines of like, we upgrade hard or we level up hard, because she saw my car in front of that house and naturally assumed it was mine. Great assumption, because it will be. Maybe not that physical house. We never know if it goes for sale, but one day. And the thing is, like, Kevin and I, when we first got together, we lived in a condo, a small condo. Then we got our first small house. Then we got our last house and we worked and we renovated it and we built it to be what we wanted, and we moved here and we've upgraded again. And every sense of upgrade hasn't come without work, right? We work hard for the dreams and the goals we want, but we have it set in our mind. This is what we want. This is what we're going to go for, and we have to work for it. And so that is my point to you, is like, don't count yourself out. You see that dream home, you want it. What do you have to do to get it? That's the big picture, right? But now what do I have to do? What are the steps leading up to that moment that I can make that dream a reality? Because the fact is, you can. Why can't you? Why would you ever say, I can't? You absolutely can. Do you think that the people in that home right now are like, I can't have it? No, they went after what they wanted. So I'm going to go after what I want. And my point to you is, stop putting a pause on your life. Stop counting yourself out. Stop saying that things are not possible, because it's just a lie that you or somebody has fed you for way too long. Okay? Life is short. It's not too late. And all you have to do is greenlight yourself. That's it. Commit. Decide and commit. Decide and commit. What do you want? How are you going to achieve it? Take the steps to get there. You cannot, flinging things all around. You will not and cannot achieve your goals by watching other people achieve theirs. Be inspired, and then get your butt up and figure out, what are you going to do today? It's day one. What are you going to do to get to that goal? I always bring it back to relating it to fitness, because I've been in fitness for 17 years in the wellness industry, and I've helped so many people transform their lives, not just physically, but, mentally, building confidence, showing people what's possible. And one of the things I always say is like, okay, for example, if you want to run a 5K for the very first time, you're not going to get up off the couch after never having any kind of running routine or workout routine and just start running like 5K. You could. You'd probably be very injured, and then you're going to set yourself back because you went too hard too fast. And I'm not saying don't press go with the gas on. What I'm saying is be smart. Have a plan. You want to run a 5K? Okay, well now the first goal is to get off the couch. Like, get off the couch in theory, whatever that couch is. And I don't mean the physical couch. It could be, the couch could just be your doubt. The couch could be the person who said you could never. The couch could be the limiting beliefs that you've told yourself for years, right? And so you get up off that couch and you start walking, because you have to walk before you run. Why? So that you can build up your strength and your stamina, so that you can be a strong runner. You don't want to go too hard, too fast. You'll lose your gas and you will get burnt out and you'll set yourself back. So you start out with walking. You walk faster, you walk longer, and then you start incorporating a walk and a jog, a walk and a jog, a walk and a jog. Next thing you know, one day you're just jogging. Next thing you know, one day you're just running. Next thing you know, you're sprinting and running. And the next thing you know, you're running this marathon, and you are in incredible, phenomenal, not only physical, but mental shape, because you took the time and effort to build towards your goal. That is the same thing. That is life in every lesson, whether it is a business goal, a dream goal, whatever it is. Have the big goal. You need vision. Without vision, there's no end. Have the vision and then break it down and achieve it one step at a time. And I never said it would be easy. Anyone who tells you that success is easy, or that your dreams are easy or your goals are easy, is lying to you. It's hard work. It takes time, but it's worth it. And what's the alternative? You stay on the couch and you're on the couch the rest of your life watching other people live theirs? That seems pretty terrible if you ask me. And that's not to shame you if you're watching this right now from your couch and you've been on your couch. This is a message to you this morning to get up, one foot in front of the other, and say yes to yourself. Greenlight yourself, because nobody else will. That's my message for you this morning. I love you guys. I'll try to find a link for this robe. It was a birthday present last year. Also, life hack if you didn't know this, stop tying your robe around the back and in the front. It doesn't stay closed. You take it to the 2 loops in the front and tie it, and it'll stay closed and never open, and it's the best hack I ever saw. Okay? All right, we're all set. I'm gonna go get dressed, fluff this hair, and I love you guys, and thanks for tuning in. And if you've just joined and you never met me, hi and welcome. This is the Squirrel Club. We are full of love, good energy, and hard truths.